Okay, question number 9. A car was purchased for $25,000. Research shows that the car has an average yearly depreciation rate of 18.5%. Create a function that will determine the value V of t of the car t years after purchase. So, first thing, vocabulary. That word depreciation. That means the value of the car is going down. So what we want to know is, what's the car going to be worth after the depreciation? So the big thing is we care about what we keep. So notice, this is a 4-point question. This is question number 34 from the Regents exam. It's worth 4 points. So that means we've got to show a lot of work to get credit for this question. So the first thing they mentioned V of t. We're going to make that V of x because eventually I'm going to graph this in the calculator. So what we start with originally, that car was worth $25,000. So then what happened? We look at that 18.5%. That's really 18.5 out of 100, which is 0.185. So if I'm losing 0.185, if I subtract that from 1, now I find out how much I'm keeping. And I'm actually keeping 0.815. And that's what I'm going to put in my equation. So V of x equals 25,000 times 0.815 raised to the x power. So I'm using the x because now I'm going to put this function in my TI Nspire graphing calculator. So I want a graph page, home screen, new doc, say no, add a graph page. So I've got f1 of x. I don't need to put anything about v. I'm going to start with the 25,000, parentheses, 0.815, close our parentheses. Now we do the exponent key, to the power of x. It's an exponential function, so my variable is in the exponent. Now, we don't see a graph here because we're starting at 25,000. My graph goes up to 6. So if I do menu for letter A, this is our function. And notice it's going down because my value is decreasing. So we can use the function process in our calculator. All this is connected. So my graph page will be connected to my calculator page. Control dot, add a page, and add a calculator. So if I put in F1, that's our function for the depreciation of 3. I get my output. Then F1 of 4. I get my second output. Now, if I want to know the difference, I can go up and steal F1 of 3, subtract, steal F1 of 4, and that's my results. So notice when I come back to the document, remember, this is a 4-point question. The expectation is that we show all work necessary to find our answer. So I want to record my equation. I want to record what I got for F3 and F4, and then show the subtraction that went in to get my final answer. Now they said determine to the nearest cent. So I need 2 decimal places. So my final answer is $2,503.71. And that's full credit for this problem.